Good morning and welcome to Coffee Talk Tuesday. Let's talk ruts. Stuck in a rut. I've been talking to people who just feel stuck in jobs, stuck in relationships, stuck in hairstyles, just stuck in some sort of rut. Maybe it's emotional, maybe it's physical, could be professional, romantic, whatever it is. The feeling of being stuck in a rut means you're just like this. And you're struggling to figure out how you're going to get out of it. Or if you can get out of it. One thing I noticed about myself, especially when I feel stuck, is a lot of times I look at how much I've already invested and it makes me afraid to abandon ship. Right? You know what I'm talking about? Like, even with my hair, I've spent years growing my hair. Should I just cut it? I don't know. It took me forever to grow it. It's like I start weighing the efforts it took to get to where it is, even though I don't love it anymore and I'm sort of in a rut with it. I feel like I've invested so much time in growing it. Let me give you a better example. How many times you're in a relationship where the relationship isn't really going where you want it to go? Maybe you're even married to the person. And you look back and you feel like you've been together so long that you start having like false thoughts. Maybe if we go on vacation, we'll stop fighting so much. Maybe if we get a hotel, we'll finally have the sex I've been desiring. Maybe the worst one, maybe if we have a baby, it'll change things. You look back and you go, we've been together 10 years. I don't want to walk away from that. Even though you're in a rut, even though there's nothing fulfilling left. We look at the time we've put into something and we go, I've been at this job for 7 years. You may be in such a rut with your job. The universe may be giving you every sign that it's time to move on, but you keep looking at how much you've already put in and you stay on the hamster wheel because you don't want to walk away from a time investment, but human beings are the only people that keep time. You realize that, right? Like no animals, there's nobody else knows time. That's why when you walk out of a room and walk right back in, your dog's like so excited to see you as if you've been gone for a year, but you really just like went to get a cup of coffee and the dog's like, I'm so happy you're here because the dogs have no idea about time. We track time. If you're in a situation and you're in a rut and the only reason you're staying is because of what you've already put in, I don't know. Okay, so people say, what can you do? Because the other thing is, it's hard to really know what it is we really want because we are being bombarded with messaging from the media, from advertising, radio, television, celebrity, all of these things telling us what color hair we should have and what clothes we should buy and what cereal our kids should be eating and what minivan we should or shouldn't be driving. Not only that, but you have friends, lovers, family in your ear telling you what you should be doing. And that chatter and noise gets so loud that it drowns out our own voice telling us what it is we really want. How many times have you bought a piece of clothing or a shoe or something that was on trend that you knew you didn't really even like, but you bought it because the messaging was telling you this is how you should look. Then you buy it and you feel like fat guy in a little coat, you're all uncomfortable and you don't feel your best self and you start to get angry. You start to feel like you don't know yourself anymore. Then comes the rut, right? So I think the closer we can get to living our true selves, learning how to drown out some of that chatter, the less rut we will be in any place, because life is telling us that we should be married and have the perfect job and 2.3 kids and a labradoodle, right? I don't want a labradoodle. But according to like the world, I should have one. My kids need a dog. My kids need a dog. My kids need a dog. I have not fully gotten over the loss of Jordan, my dog. I'm not ready for another dog. But according to the world, I'm in some sort of rut because I don't have one. For those of you who are not married yet, how many of you feel like, oh, I'm not married. Oh, I'm not married. Where is that coming from? Is it coming from you? Or is it coming from the world making you feel like you need to be married because the world continues to celebrate, especially these celebrity weddings that we all know most of the time don't last anyway. They make these $1 million productions out of false happiness, and then we feel bad about ourselves. No. So, so once we establish we're in a rut, because I think I'm in one professionally right now. There's a couple of things I want to be doing, but I'm afraid because I've been doing the same thing for so long. So I've been weighing it back and forth, scared to take the plunge. They say when you can no longer hear your own voice, you are essentially in a rut. There are many places I can't hear my own voice. My inside voice. They say try meditation. It's never going to be for me. I am not one who can sit in stillness or silence. I never have been. My mother used to say, don't talk, Jamie, and if you do, you're in trouble. And I would be like, I just want to be in trouble. I don't know how to meditate. Some people can do it. They can find that quiet place in their mind. If you are a meditator, that is a great way to get out of a rut. Listen to what your inside voice is really telling you. Listen to what your heart truly desires. I'm not that person. So I journal. I love to write, and I find that I can be the most honest with myself when I am writing. If I go back and read what I've written lately about my job, I know what it is that will get me out of this rut. I just need to be brave enough to listen. If you can just ground yourself, take a walk outside, stand on your back porch and just look around at nature. Find whatever it is that will wipe your mental slate clean of all the chatter, whether it's journaling, meditation, running, whatever it is. Listen to what your heart is telling you, and that is how you will get out of your rut. Let go of any preconceived notions about how much time investment you've made or even money investment. Whatever it is, be brave enough to make the change. I love you today. Have a great day.